All right, how's it going, everybody? Jeff here. Doing a quick video here. I received yesterday in the mail my first VCLT, first piece of vinyl that was sent over to me. And see, it came in the mail already here. I'm not going to show you that, but I already opened it. Anyway, I wanted to share it with you. Now, if you follow his channel, which hopefully you do, you probably already saw this, that he was sending this out to someone. He wanted to make sure there was no issue with the fact that he was sending out something that he had recently received from somebody else. This wasn't the copy he sent me. He had a copy and his daughter received a copy, and so they're keeping hers that was given to them as VCLT, and he sent it to me. And that is the new Disturbed, sent to me by Steve over at Value Vinyl. I had made a comment on there when showed the one that his daughter had received. I said, oh, that'd be great to have her. You know, was jealous or something. I don't have any Disturbed vinyl. They're one of the modern bands that, you know, to a degree I like. There's very few modern metal type bands that I like, but I love their vocal styles and the music styles, and so never had any of their vinyl. This is a great little single, just came out for the song Are You Ready, for an album that just came out. I guess it came out in October. And in here, I got over there, is a coupon to get some money off. So I may go out and actually buy the actual album because it's got a coupon there. So thanks a lot, Steve. This is great. I've listened to it. I went ahead and listened to the whole album actually today, and I look forward to getting some more of that. And then the other thing I just wanted to discuss, this is going to be a short video. I have another longer one I might do later today or tomorrow, but I bought this from somebody on Facebook the other day. It was a real good price. Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction. This is the reissue that came out, the Back to Black. So I have a little confession to make. This is my Guns N' Roses confession. This in my hand is the first piece of Guns N' Roses music that I've ever owned in my collection ever. How can it be? All right, so what? This came out with 87, I believe, 80 somewhere in there. Anyway, I bought this just because it was a good price. I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't mind having that. I've never owned any Guns N' Roses, so I mean, this is like the style of music I like. This is like that 80s sleaze rock stuff. But to be honest, when this album came out, I wasn't impressed with the vocal styles. I wasn't impressed with the lyrical content per se. I just didn't like his vocals. I couldn't stand Sweet Child of Mine. I couldn't stand the way he actually danced in the video. There was so much about this band that just did not appeal to me. The songs I heard on the radio, you know, I wasn't impressed with those. So I never had them on my radar as a band that I ever wanted to buy. Now over the years, you hear more and more songs on the radio, and still, like even this morning, I'm in the car and I hear November Rain on the radio, and I'm singing along to it. You know, I know a handful of the words only because I've heard it on the radio. And you know, you get that it kind of is there. You pick up on it, but. And the same with the songs, you know, Paradise City, Sweet Child of Mine. Over the years, they get ingrained in your head. So I will say that I know a little bit more of their stuff now, just because you're forced to hear it on the radio, but never to the point where I'm like, who cares? Like I want to go out and buy any of their stuff. So when this came up, and to get this shipped to me was like under $15, I thought, you know, and it's really new and it's the reissue, and I thought that's a good price. I'm going to go ahead and grab it. And I gave it a spin. First time I've ever listened to this album in its entirety. And, you know, the songs that are on here that I'm aware of, I was aware of. The rest of the songs that were on here that I wasn't aware of, let's just say I wasn't any more impressed than I was over the years of listening. I mean, they're a good band and everything, but there's just something about them, and, you know, that is just, you know... I don't know how to describe it. You know, I'm thankful to have this album, and I will spin it some more, but I don't know. I don't know if it's a controversy over the years. I don't know if it's just Axl's attitude. Again, there's just so many things about them over the years I've listened to that I just, you know, wasn't real impressed with. And so that's my confession. I've never really been a Guns N' Roses fan, which is weird because almost every band out there that looks like that, sounds like that, I do enjoy. I guess another band that's along the same lines that I probably don't really own anything by, and I have nothing against this band either. Maybe it was just that time period. I don't know. Maybe in the late '80s, I had tuned more towards more of a power metal, went more Euro metal, and started getting into bands at that time who were like that. But I don't know. There's a couple bands in that time frame, now that I think about it, that I really never got into. Guns N' Roses is one of them. L.A. Guns, Faster Pussycat, some of those bands along that line. I don't really own any of their stuff, and they're not high on my list to buy. Guns N' Roses is probably the most popular of all of them, of those bands that I'm thinking of that time frame that I've kind of ignored. There's quite a few bands in that time frame that I think I just kind of, even though they're 80s type, glam metal, hair metal, sleaze rock. There's, some of those, most of those bands I love, and then there's a few that for some reason I have never really paid much attention to. And of them all, Guns N' Roses is probably the most popular, so I figured I'd better have this. This is a pivotal album. This is and it's a good album. The songs that are hits are on the album. The songs that are on the album that are not hits are okay. I don't hate it. It's just something I'm like, man, I'm not going to go running out and buying a lot of their stuff. I like some of the stuff from the Use Your Illusion, some of the other stuff you hear on the radio. So, but I just wonder, if the other tracks that are not the hits are anything like the ones on this album, am I going to enjoy the album? Is it worth buying a whole album for one or two hits and then find that the rest of the songs are really not that much better? That's kind of how I felt with this. The hits are great, and there's a couple songs, there's quite a few hits on this one, but even still, some of these songs are overplayed, and when I hear Sweet Child of Mine and stuff like that, I still picture that dance, and I don't know. Anyway, weird. I could ramble on about that. But I own a Guns N' Roses album now, and my confession is this is the first one I've ever owned, so hopefully there'll be no hating. Thanks for watching, and thanks a lot, Steve, for the Disturbed. I'm really enjoying it. I enjoy pretty much any vinyl I get my hands on, and I'm really enjoying that. Thank you so much for that. And you all, thanks a lot for watching, and rock on and keep on rocking. Remember, all vinyl lives matter. Thanks.